Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to study about the statistic 2, and we are going to calculate various measures of tendency, of central tendency, and as well as the measures of variability. So here the data is very different. In this case, we are going to compute the mean of the group data using assumed mean, which is 17. Now, in this case, we are going to introduce the column of x. X in this case, here we have 7, here we have 12, here we have 17, and here we have 22. Now, because our assumed mean is 17, we are going to create a column which is called D. These are the deviations from the assumed mean. So D is x minus the assumed mean. So we take the value of x, then we subtract the assumed mean. Now, in this case, 7 minus 17 becomes negative 10. This becomes negative 5. This becomes 0. And the 22 minus 17 becomes 5. Now, here we are going to have f of d as our next column. So here we are going to take f multiplied by d. So in this case, we have negative 20. 3 times 5 becomes negative 15. 1 times 0 becomes 0. 4 times 5 becomes 20. Now, from there, we are going to have the column of d square. So we are going to square the values of d. This is 100. This is 25. This becomes 0. And the 5 times 5 becomes 25. The same way, we are going to have the column of f of d square. F of d square. So we are going to take f multiplied by d square. So 2 times 100 becomes 200. 3 times 25 becomes 75. 1 times 0 becomes 0. And the 4 times 25 becomes 100. Now, when you look at this case, we can clearly see how the table is generated. Now, since we have the data, we are now going to get the sum of various columns. So, in this case, we are going to get the summation of f. 2 plus d is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 4 becomes 10. So, our summation of f becomes 10. For the purpose of computing the mean, we are going to come with the summation of f of d. So, here we have 20 and the negative 15. That it becomes a total of negative 35. Then, because this one is positive 20, when you say negative 35 plus 20 becomes negative 15. That becomes our sum in that case. Then we have to calculate the summation of f of d square. Of course, we shall do that when we are computing the variance of the data. Now, let's start with the mean. So, how do we compute the mean of the group data using the assumed mean? So, our mean, the mean, which is x bar, is computed by summation of f of d, all over summation of f, then plus a, where a is the assumed mean of the data. So, in this case, we have negative 15 divided by 10. Then we have the assumed mean, which is 17. So, this becomes negative 125 plus 17, which becomes 15.5. So, that becomes the mean of our data. Then, from there, we are going to compute